With no success in extracting information from the Caligni's Erdafon prisoner, the heroes put down the potential future threat. Leader of the Caligni Dulac offered the heroes some supplies to continue their way and showed them a secret entrance to the level below, but with a warning of the others of their kind, led by one named Galudu, wait below, and would not be welcoming without her personal introduction. With refugees, perhaps even allies, at their backs for the first time in a long time, the heroes set out onto the fetid subterranean lake to investigate the elevated alcoves along its northern edge, and were summarily attacked by uncreatures buried within each. These empty death bodaks drained the life essences of the heroes with nothing more than a gaze, and sought to bring them to a proper doom. But with coordination and clever tactics, the heroes survived the tight quarters combat, if a bit sapped of energy for the effort.
So we had a guest chef at work the other day.
Who was
it? It was one of our crew here, the Uncharted North.
Duncan?
Scott. Duncan.
It was me.
Drove down to Vancouver to put his old pad thai making chops back to work.
On a serious note, I did not drive to Vancouver because it was fucking snowing in the mountains in June.
Classic Canada.
Yeah, learned that lesson first thing from moving to the BC.
Coca-Cola, baby, let's go.
Here.
Might be worth noting too that Duncan's in a new apartment and hasn't set up properly yet. So if his track seems different than usual, we've done our best.
I'm in an empty room, but you can imagine I'm in an underground cave, much like the Abomination Vault.
You gotta get out of there, man. Get out of there.
Get out of there. Trust us, it's not worth it. You're gonna lose so many friends.
Yeah, Belcora couldn't afford the fucking rent out here.
Subletting.
Now, James popped into the old kitchen at my work to try and help us out while we are still training people and going through people away and blah, 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 blah. And I know he has a very busy schedule and it was not exactly ideal, but it was nice to have him kicking around. It reminded me of the good old days when we worked together a little more hand in hand. But what actually came to mind at one point was just hearing his voice say something I haven't heard in a very long time. And it was Freeman May I. And that to me was like, I hear it every day. I talk to people about it all the time. It is one of many bits of jargon that you use in the industry that everyone needs to learn and needs to sort of adhere to in order to like have a good service and get your job done well. And of course, because it's James, I was like, oh, that's an intro band to talk about right there. We've all worked many jobs, different professions and this and whatnot. So it got me thinking, what are some particular pieces of jargon that are essential to your work or a work that you've had before? For anyone who doesn't know, May I is it sounds like a really a polite term, but it is in a sense. But the idea is that it's the same phrase that everyone uses to ask for permission for someone else's attention whilst they are busy. And it becomes really important because you do need that rare opportunity to say, not yet. when you are that busy, and make people wait for a moment. Most of the time you say, yeah, what's up? What can I do for you? But putting someone's name ahead of the phrase "may I" in the restaurant industry goes a very, very long way in efficiency. I can actually say for myself as well, because I have a little bit of hearing loss in both ears. When I hear "Freeman, may I," when I hear that cadence and that structure, I know it's for me. If you just come up and start talking at me, I can hear you, but I don't know you're talking to me. I have to start with that, and then it gets my attention, and then I can kind of like attune my ears a bit better to what you're asking. So even with that little bit of hearing loss for me, it helps even more than the average. Is there anything that comes to mind in your respective industries, past or present, that are essential to the job that everyone uses on a day-to-day?
For the past, in the kitchen, staying behind when you're behind somebody. I don't know why that's not more prevalent everywhere else. It's really
right.
Oh yeah,
in practice to not be back
or corner.
Yeah, or corner. Yeah, yeah. There's a few of those in the kitchen, right? There's behind, there's sharp, there's hot behind, corner, knocking on the walk-in fridge door when you're on the inside, so that when you open it, you don't bump someone. Stuff like that.
We love our hot behinds.
Hot behinds. We love our hot behinds.
In my current role, though, like I'm at a great place of like the mix between medical jargon and technological jargon. So
oh yeah,
I'm the repair guy for the medical devices. So it's a lot of like you really have to know like the medical terms like distal and proximal, and knowing the fucking acronyms that label the wings and departments of a hospital. There's so many different fucking places that you wouldn't know, and like all the CUs, like the NICU and the ICU and the CDU and the PACU and all the units, they all have a name, and you get so fucking lost in the hospital without knowing where they all are. Currently coming out of feeling like I just escaped a labyrinth, being chased by a minotaur in their scrubs because I'm trying to learn where my new fucking hospital is laid out.
That makes a lot of sense. I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
With my job, because I work in trades, it's a lot of, I think a lot of parts, and just learning like what a corp stop is or a curb stop and what's the difference, and wheel valve, ball valve, ductile iron pipe, cast iron pipe, PVC pipe, polyurethane pipe. It's just like all these different poly B and like all these different things. And you kind of have to know all them. Chop saw, like, and some people wouldn't know what that means. Cutoff saw.
Right.
Like, it's like
Like
I think we talked about this recently, right?
Yeah.
But there's all those things. And so it's really just trying to like get an idea of exactly what's going on. And you slowly learn those things.
So
and I don't know if there's a lot
so
of
much
slang,
jargon
though.
is like a long parts list kind of thing.
I think
you
so.
Need to know.
Yeah. I mean, like, if someone walks up to you and starts talking about darts, you got to know that they're talking about cigarettes. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's slang. That's not jargon.
Yeah.
Close.
Just gotta know how to talk your way around leaving 15 minutes early without explicitly saying it. I don't know if that's just
Yeah. And James, I don't know, like, because that's a big part of our job. Smoking darts and breaking hearts.
Yeah. So I don't disagree with you. Like, slang is very valuable, but jargon is specifically technical information that's been simplified through the lens of a shared experience, right?
I mean, if you want to get real pedantic about it, slang can be jargon. They're just not mutually inclusive.
Yep. For sure, but darts is not jargon. Darts is Canadiana.
Yeah.
I think.
In Australia, they say diaries. I'm kind of curious. So I know, Cam, as far as I know, you're working in a warehouse at the moment. But I'm not totally clear on what you're doing in your job. But I imagine you must have some similar practices to like maybe Scott in like it's kind of a trade-esque environment.
Oh, absolutely. I'm doing something that's incredibly important. I save lives on a regular basis. I work with window tint. So it's super important and super
that new budding industry, right?
Fulfilling. Oh yeah, no, it's great. I guess for us, like the only things that we would have is things like VLT, teaser, IRR, and things like that.
Well, like
VLT?
VLT is visible. Yeah, it's visible light transmission.
I think it's BLT, like lunch
No,
break, every bacon, lettuce, tomato.
Fuck yeah, that sounds like a great place to work.
I do.
Most used piece of jargon, BLT.
The most I ever got paid to cook was at this job, other than caterings, I guess. But yeah,
Amazing.
so Fridays I get to cook there. But yeah, VLT is visible light transmission. Teaser is total solar energy rejection. IRR is infrared rejection. It's really dumb. I guess the only fun one is just like, what's your slip like? Just yeah. And slip
What's
is it's a concoction of baby shampoo and distilled water that they use to apply the film so it doesn't stick immediately to the window, so they can move it into position, and then they'll squeege it out and then it will adhere to the window with a little bit of heat.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
What's
You
your
guys
slip
do
looking
wraps,
like?
car wraps, or just window tint?
Oh yeah, we do like PPF, so paint protection film, and then we also do vinyl wraps.
Cool. I
Yeah,
watched a lot of
it's-
those on
it's-
TikTok.
Yeah, it is very fun to watch somebody that's really good at it, just like with the knife. But I actually
didn't
sell.
I did expect most of your answers to lean more into dunks with the acronyms, but I feel it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and then just no, but I work with the plotters, which are basically little CNC knives that drag around and cut out shapes on film or vinyl, so I can make decals and all sorts of stuff with that, like just vectoring out images and then sending them to the plotter, and the plotter was just cuts them all out. It's pretty fun.
Cool. Now, James, since I know you are still working within the bounds of a restaurant industry, if not actually on the floor or in the kitchen, so I imagine you're still getting your behinds and your may I's in on a semi-regular basis. Are there any additional ones with your current plethora of gigs?
There are so many.
Yeah.
Every industry has them, and you don't really realize it until you kind of leave the industry or talk to people who are new in the industry. Like, I do a lot of computer stuff just in my spare time, dicking around, and you find them all over the place, like aliases in Linux, like RDP protocols, stuff like that. But especially in the finance world now, there's tons, and in every industry, there's a bunch of acronyms too, like the P&L is your profit and loss statement. There's your balance sheet, which isn't so much jargon as they are forms, but they're used as jargon. Like credit and debit is something that most people don't have like a solid grasp on. Assets and liabilities. Again, it's not like conveying a vast amount of technical information like something like RDP protocol does, which I think is redundant now that I'm thinking about it. Because our RDP conveys a vast amount of information like immediately, or BLT conveys a vast amount of information immediately. You know exactly what a BLT is.
No, that's true. That's true.
Well, yeah.
So you're not just thinking with the
that's
bacon
what jargon
tomato. You're
is.
already thinking about whether or not there's cheese on it and what kind of bread it's on.
And like,
Yeah, the
if there's,
first
like,
thing I think
mayonnaise-
about when somebody says BLT is it on a bagel? If not, fuck off.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, so
Oh.
you're going double
There's your
deep.
hot take of the day.
And he called it a bagel, not a bagel.
This BBL Chizzy. No, come back to me.
I don't know if I said this, but if you ever want to look like you fit in with someone who is in like waterworks or runs sewer
Every day.
utility,
every
instead
day.
of calling them pipes, you just say sticks. So if you're like,
Oh.
you're running mainline today, how many sticks you get in the ground? Then you'll sound like you know what the fuck is going on. Because if you're like, how many pipe did you put in the ground? You sound like a fucking narc.
Yeah, can't just play the song "Laying Pipe."
How many people are going? How much pipe did you lay today?
So it's like when I first say to people what I'm doing for a job, that is the joke that you hear all the time, and you're like,
all the time. Yeah, it gets real tired. It's like when you have a customer who completely eats everything on their food, and they just go, "Oh, tell the chef we didn't like it." Like every two tables. You're
Or like
"Just
you
stop
come
it."
up to them and you're like, "How is everything?" And the dad's just like, "Terrible," and then doesn't say anything until you say something, and you're like, "Okay, cool, buddy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm expecting no tip."
Well, let's get into the game because I have good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Bad news.
Bad news is you are all drained as fuck. Quite
That's not
brutally
news.
so.
Yeah, we
that's
know
just
that shit.
quite quite a reminder. Lump is drained 1, Raphael is drained 2, and Nirkaj is drained 4, and Tulak is drained 3. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4 across the whole party.
Gang, gang.
The other bad news is that you didn't actually kill one of the Bodaks, as they're called. So here's the good news, is that when one of them dies, whatever doomed condition they had applied to you disappears. So Nirkaj,
Oh, that's sick.
no longer doomed.
Oh yay!
But the one that gave doom to Tulak was tossed into the water. Not technically dead. So Tulak remains doomed 1. Speak your piece.
Okay, what do we know about its resistances? What do we know? Like, does it have to breathe? What's going on here? It doesn't have
Well-
undead like in first edition. Let's go.
Well, we know its lowest save is fortitude. It's got bad hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it is immune to death, disease, paralyze, poison, and unconscious effects.
Bad
So
hair
my best
deserves
guess
to
is that
die.
no, it does not need to breathe.
Probably can't just wait this out. We might have to chuck some explosives in there and go dynamite fishing.
I have a spell that amounts to a thunder kamehameha that I could try.
Oh,
Yep.
light that water up.
Does
It
anyone
takes 2
have any
rounds.
alternative arguments to this situation?
I mean, we could just fuck off and rest. It's only doomed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Doomed is a little scary, but
It
Tulak
takes
is
down
die
after a
hard.
night's rest, though.
I don't know if it does if the creature's alive. Drained will, but
It says
I don't know if Doomed does.
Yeah, any
'cause-
doomed condition a creature has gained from the death gaze is removed upon the Bodak being destroyed.
But under doomed, it says your doom value decreases by 1 each time you get a full night's rest.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
so-
specific usually overrules the general. I don't know. I'm not trying to
Yeah, no,
kill
no,
Tulak
you're-
or anything. I'm just
Cam is right. Specific overrules general in the terms of this game. However, I'm just sort of teasing you all right now because as soon as the combat finishes, the tools you have befriended, let's say, allied yourself with, eagerly start swimming through that water and causing a bit of ruckus and absolutely tear that Bodak apart.
Level up.
hell yeah.
Hey,
You're so
Tools are
thirsty,
now level
Scott.
3.
Yeah.
Tulak is no longer doomed.
Hey.
I'm just fucking with you. But I was very glad I looked that up because I actually thought all of your drained might go away. It doesn't. Just the doomed.
Oh.
So you're kind of fucked and not fucked at the same time. It's great.
So with a stack 4 high of drained, is that 4 nights rest?
Sure is.
Mm.
Sure is. Unless there is a spell that someone can use to reduce the condition, which surely exists somewhere. I don't know off the top of my head, but it might be remove affliction at a heightened level. Be my guess.
So because he is shriveling like a raisin right now.
Is it remove affliction? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Cleanse
and I can
affliction.
counteract
Cleanse affliction.
an affliction if it is a curse, disease, or poison. But I don't know if it's any of those.
Okay. So the basic thing of cleanse affliction is to remove what? Curse, disease, or poison. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay. If you heighten it, it just increases the counteract level, basically. I don't know. I'm a little lost on it.
Yes.
So that doesn't. Is there a
Something
different
called
spell?
fast recovery is coming up on the boards.
Okay.
That's a feat that you can take that'll reduce it by
Mm.
2 instead of 1.
That appears to be the only way to speed it up, according to Reddit.
Okay, so level
Yes.
up right now, Freeman, and I'll take that feed.
Pre-planned feat.
I'm good for a
30
level
seconds
up.
in
Everyone,
advance.
Everyone else, you guys all good for a level up? I think that sounds great.
I'm sure there is a spell somewhere that specifically covers this sort of condition. I just
Dude,
don't
do
know
you
off the top
think
of
the
my head,
spell
especially for
is
Remastered.
within the items that we just found in the bag? Maybe. We should
That's a
find
good
out.
question. Yeah, there is a bag back here. There's a pile of treasure, we should say, in this little alcove that you've decided to stand your ground on against these Bodaks. You want to investigate that? I'll tell you right now, you find yourself two platinum pieces.
Ooh, I
and
love those.
80 gold.
Is that our first platinum?
Maybe. There is a +1 striking short sword as well. And then you have yourself an unidentified staff
Ooh.
and an unidentified set of lenses. They're made of like an amber crystal and designed to fit over the eyes, like a pair of glasses.
Oh, Duffy.
Oh, hello, sirs. Oh, these creatures were awfully stinky, but I guess it's just the lake, too. How can I help?
I guess
don't
actually
think anything
Tulok
stinky?
wouldn't be acting like that. Tulok flies over because he was over the water
He was, yeah.
in flight. So he flies back over, sets down, and just kind of lets out a big because he is drained as fuck. So, how is everybody? I feel incredibly terrible.
Nick's just like shaking, holding his spear. I have never felt better.
That doesn't seem true.
Oh no, I'm feeling terrible. I'm very
Oh,
hurt.
okay. I see. And Lump will tear open their arm and begin doing first aid. This is about the best that I can do. Yeah. And while they're treating wounds, Lump will kind of just look at Nikaj and where did you learn to fight like that? Because that was incredible.
Oh, my prodigious ability. You seem to have noticed. Thank you.
Yes, the way that you just knocked that one off the cliff and then spun around and stabbed the other one in the chest, and then you were truly a flurry of motion. It reminded me of one of my old squad mates, Terry.
I've learned it myself through much practice and emulation of heroes, such as these that have joined. I come from Absalom. A long time ago, I made my way here to join my brethren. The way wasn't easy, and unfortunately, many lives were lost along the way. But I made it here, safe and sound, ready to lead my people to their new home. And
So-
he kind of feels like he's gaining a little bit more, like, stature as he's talking.
Standing a little taller.
Yeah, which is a low bear.
So you're something of a champion to your people then?
Oh, well, I suppose that I am. The Adamant named me the champion of the Stolen Scales. For, if I may, just relay a small secret to you, Lump. Please don't tell the others, but I fear I may be in a little over my head here. Things are fucking scary.
Yes, they are indeed scary, but as they say, just keep your head up and keep swimming. But
And
yeah,
what about you?
Well, I was originally a knight of Lastwall. I came here on a, I guess, personal religious war, you could say. I was captured, tortured, and turned into this. I've had to do a lot of things that I'm neither proud of nor happy about to stay alive. And when I found Tulok and Kruka, and they just kind of trail off as they realize Azori is gone, and it kind of hits them a little harder than they expected it to.
Nick kind
And
of
so-
narrows his eyes. You look, well, I don't know what you mean this. You look like a hero to me. You're down here with the heroes, aren't you? Well, and this Kruka you speak of.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
In the kindest way possible, magic robbed him of his mind.
Oh, the gnome spoke very fondly of the mind of this Kruka. Between vigorous dance steps, he had much to say of the man's wisdom.
I already
Yeah,
forgot we decided Glash had met you before you.
You met Glash?
I did meet Glash.
Oh, is he still pitter pattering?
If not in body, then in my heart every day.
That's all we can ask for.
And as he's getting healed, I'd imagine Nick realizes that once he's healed, he's still not up to full snuff. So, are you sure you're doing it right?
Yes, I'm afraid that the Bodax have a means of draining you that my mundane medicine is unable to overcome.
Would that I could kill them again.
Truly.
But thank you for your help, Lump. And thank you for your wisdom.
Lump kind of tilts their head. Not sure what wisdom they imparted, but just nods and gives 2 smiles.
The camera pans over Lump's shoulder, and in the corner is Tulok stuffing a staff down Duffy's throat.
Do it quickly. It's easy if it's quick.
And the staff is made of white wood and is capped at each end with a golden cross adorned with ruby cabochons. And it is revealed to you.
There is, like usual, Master Tulak, I don't know why you keep doing this to me. There is no particular tradition of magic which takes priority over this ridiculously large and long thing you've shoved down my gullet.
Then why are you here?
Because of all of the other ridiculous things you've shoved down my gullet and I retain there. Have a problem with that?
Shout out Head Reaver.
Awful touchy about his gullet.
Tulok rolls a 33 occult.
33. Yes, this is a greater staff of healing.
Oh.
Plus 2 item bonus, 2 hit points you restore anytime you cast a heal spell using your own spell slots or the charges from the staff. It gives you the cantrip Stabilize, 1st level heal, 2nd level Clear Mind, heal, and Sound Body, and 3rd level, 3rd rank I should say, Cleanse Affliction and heal as well.
Oh, maybe that will work. Lump, whack me with that stick.
Yeah, I think
I can, but it's unfortunately it's not quite a powerful enough magical item. The Clear Mind would have to be more powerfully attuned.
So
Well, that would be for
Tulok
doomed.
does take it and turns.
Sorry, we did, just quickly interject, we did just, James did find what can do this, and it's the Restoration spell.
Ah,
Specifically heightened to 4th level.
great. So Tulok takes it and turns and says to Lump. And kind of smiles as he turns to do this because he can see this interaction between Nick and Lump, and though he can't hear it and doesn't really know what's going on, he can see the change in the demeanor of Lump, and he turns to hand it to them. Lump, would you find this healing staff useful?
I can carry it just for extra healing outside of combat to keep moving quickly if we're under beneficial magics such as heroism, but I prefer to have my shield and my arm free, as this would require me to use both my hands.
I believe you can use a staff one-handed. A magical staff.
It says
You can.
two-handed D8.
Two-handed
on
to attack.
It's two-handed to swing it because it's a staff, but you can
Yeah.
you can cast from it with one hand. That is true.
there. Okay.
But I don't know. I can't. But it's still like manipulate. I think I don't know if that still involves having a free hand to have the manipulate trait on those castings. Like previously remaster, like you still needed a hand for a free hand for like somatic components. You still had to have
For
a free
divine, we don't because of holy symbols.
hand. Okay.
I'm 90% sure. I will look into it.
So I'm definitely not 100% sure about the rule on that, but there is somewhere written somewhere along the line where it's like, yeah, you can cast this with while still having a hand free, which sort of implies that you don't have to gripping it in two hands.
Is this something that, like, so out of character, who wants this? Because
I think it's definitely worth to hold on to just for those 3 extra heals for like, oh, I've cast heroism. Let's keep moving and just be able to top off as we go.
great.
So I think it's worth holding on to, at least for now. Maybe we sell it later down the line, but Who all is going to be drained tomorrow?
Me.
I will be.
And the next day.
All right, I'll go ahead and prepare restoration 3 times tomorrow. And
Oh, there's a spell on the staff too called Sound Body that, if it were it to be heightened to 4th rank, it would also
It's not,
do
though.
drained. It's not, but I just throwing it out there is Restoration and Sound Body. Those two different spells will do something.
Quite the tease, Barn.
yep.
Unless they're the same spell.
Well, that's what I'm just trying to find out actually, because it doesn't appear to be Legacy version.
No, it's not.
No,
Yeah,
Legacy version of Sound Body is Restore Senses. So
And
Restore Senses was turned into Sound Body, but Restoration still remains the same.
Tulok turns back to Duffy and says, "Here, something a little more manageable, Duffy."
Oh, he's devouring that.
Yeah, maybe we don't give Duffy the lens.
What?
It's like more like a pair of glasses than
it's
than what you found before.
lenses.
Yeah, the
plural.
lenses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, well, these might, I'm sure, would give you a very strange view upon the world, given the amber color here. I can also tell you that these seem to lean in absolutely no direction at all. I'm here to help.
You're very helpful, Duffy. Thank you.
I know.
Oof. I rolled poo on that. 22.
These are known as Eyes of the Eagle. They are, as I described, amber crystal fit over the eyes. They grant you a low light vision, should you not have it already, and they give you a +2 item bonus to perception checks that involve sight. Which is no joke.
Who doesn't have low light vision?
Nobody.
Are these eyes of the cat now?
I'm not sure. They might be.
That's an odd change to me.
I might not have it.
Yeah, it is. Eyes of the Eagle is the legacy remastered as Eyes
Oh
of
yeah,
the
now
Cat.
they're just Eyes of the Cat. Hilarious.
Ruff, I think this would look good on you. If you want them.
Okay. He'll take him. He's got low
Lum
light
says,
vision, but
knowing full well that a pair of glasses won't fit on them.
Doggles of the eagle.
Monocle
So-
of the cat.
No, okay, well, like here's like the thing I'm thinking is that like Ruff's perception is probably the lowest in the party. I think.
Tulux is the
Two
lowest
Lux?
at 10.
Okay.
Yeah, rough at
Either way,
11.
like Magus getting to go first and getting geared up and ready to rock is always good, unless you mostly go avoid notice maybe, but I don't know.
Everyone's got at least low light vision too, so it's not that big a
Yeah.
deal. Who wants
Is it
them?
an invested item?
Yes.
Yes. How many do you have invested right now?
Nick does have room.
Yeah, but it's
7.
also good dark vision.
Rough. It says 8 for rough on my, when I see.
We're not concerned
Oh,
about
yeah,
the low
it
light
is
vision.
Yeah.
It's the +2 to perception that's huge.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, he'll take it if nobody else wants them.
I do. I'm just not willing to uninvest in anything that.
You
oh,
have
no.
2 more slots.
I can take them.
Okay.
I can
Yep.
take them.
Okay, I'm gonna
if you
put
don't
that-
want them.
Nope.
Updated version.
Because it
of
is
your
actually
inventory.
7. Yeah, it is actually 7. I just have to be invested in the Aeon Stone and the Wayfinder, even though the Aeon Stone is in the Wayfinder, and that counts as one investment.
Oh, you can uninvest one of those, I think, and
But then it's
Think
not
manually.
automated.
Well, the
Oh, yeah.
Aeon Stone's not automated anyway, so I'll just uninvest in that.
yeah, there you go.
And Eyes of the Cat. Yeah, okay.
You're good. You're good. Okay, and in the party stash, I will just throw this striking short sword, and the gold and the platinum. Unless you've
Yes.
all figured that out as you wish. Okay, Eyes of the Cat, updated version in your inventory. Okay, so you've identified your items and had a little chit chat there with Nick. Lump now receiving a little bit of a secret in this very tight quarters. I don't know how secret it was actually, but that Nick's a little bit nervous, a little in over his head.
Lump just casually covers Ruff's ears as Nick says it, just like, okay, yeah.
Earmuffs.
No, would not touch Ruff without
Ruff's just
asking.
got so many voices in his head that he just doesn't even notice. It doesn't notice.
I like to think the
a
whole
few
time they
left-
were talking, Ruff was like trying to climb down very trepidatiously, but just kept failing and having to step, like gets one foot in a foothold, goes to put the other one, and then just immediately scrambles back up.
Yeah, just over and over.
No.
Sweet boy.
Yeah,
So
not,
such a
not a
sweet
big
boy.
climber.
Yeah.
So I suppose this begs the question. Oh, Ruff, here, let me help you. And Lump will just tear open their guts and throw the rope down.
Thank you.
Oh, that's helping.
Yes, it does help.
I love it. Inside
It lowers
Rose's
the DC
cantrip. It's
tremendously,
so
yeah.
ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Do we want to press on or do we want to rest?
I mean, we just got here, didn't we?
Rough is
Or
already
you
in
have
the
a
boat.
very good reason to rest.
What did we do last week? Like,
We talked to the Caligny a whole lot. We tried to get into a fight with the Wisps. That didn't happen. Came here, got into a fight with these creatures. And that's pretty much
and previous
it.
to that, we fought the Eddie. So like, it's not like we just got down here, but I wouldn't mind.
Oh, the
pressing
Alb,
forward.
yeah. I think we'll be fine. If everyone is healed back to full, that's probably the best we can do right now.
But all of our we're all lower on hit points than our maximum. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Nick's maximum HP is like 70 right now, which isn't
56.
dope. Okay, well, let's go have like a short fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because you can predict those.
Q Volok.
oh gosh.
I mean, whatever. Fuck it, we ball.
If you do rest too, like that gives the lump the chance to actually prep some of the spells required to
Yeah, I mean,
reduce.
I
the
have pretty much all of my spells left, including all my heal spells. So I feel
So you're not
pretty
that worried about it,
confident.
yeah.
At least one fight. If it looks like too big of a fight, then fuck it, we'll bail. But
Yeah.
I think that we can at least take a crack at one and then run away if we have to.
With time as the essence.
And if we rest, I don't want to rest here. I'd rather rest with the Caligny or something, somewhere where we feel a little safe.
A waterfront view.
with time as an essence, we should push on, I believe.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is, also willing.
Yeah, so Lump will just casually check through these last alcoves. Freeman, if you want me to roll or you roll for me. Climb down
Yeah,
and
no,
get in the boat.
you're not going to
Okay.
find anything else. No,
Cool.
you're good.
I just wanted to cover my bases so you didn't go,
Yeah,
hee hee hee,
nope,
they left
nope,
gear here.
Definitely, good call. I'll expedite it. Nothing else.
All right, cool.
It literally is in the first alcove. Like,
Got
you
it.
kind of lucked out there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so we'll just hop in the boat and
Okay.
sail
So
the
remove the
green
boat
seas.
from the map because it
Yeah,
caused
that's
more
too
trouble
much.
than it needed to at the end of the day. But so just remember, we are squeezing all in there, but I think the two small creatures kind of have to be in the center of it, and then the two medium creatures on each end. I think that makes the most sense, given the size of the boat. It's not super long. Who wants to be in the front of the boat?
Lump.
Okay. Lumps in the front, Tulux in the back.
Backs.
And you are heading down the sort of lake passageway that leads to the south that Ruff checked out but couldn't quite see the whole way through. That's the plan.
Yeah, and he will take this scout action as they sail down the river. Or whatever it is.
Okay.
Avoid notice for Tulak.
Okay, so you head south down this dark, dank, sort of narrow lake. It's not a river because it's not flowing, but it's this narrow passageway of water. As you do, you're coming along and you come across a sort of T-shaped dock about halfway through, or a little more than halfway through. And there's a single skiff that is moored on its northern side. And beyond the dock is a masonry structure that juts out from the cavern walls. The drifting mist is creating strange shadows upon the stonework. At its center is a single iron-bound door. And the passageway continues further to the south. Do you want to check out the dock on the door, or do you want to move on?
Farther to the south. You
Is the door chained or anything like
yeah,
that?
like-
Is it visibly sealed?
It just appears to be closed. There's no like bar on it or no sign or anything like that. Doesn't look like it's locked from this side in any visible sense.
I think it's. Should we not just check this so that our means of escape is clear? Lump kind of just looks a little defeated. even mentioning it, and just nods.
Ruff shrugs. He's kind of like almost dozed off a little bit in the boat. It really is like bringing back these nostalgic memories of him and Arthur sailing through the lake. So he's pretty relaxed, like probably the most relaxed you've seen him to this point.
That's disconcerting in itself.
Shaika be chillin'. Tulok looks up at Lump and says, "Deeper we go then."
Very well.
So you just get past this place and can you continue south?
Mm-hmm.
So as you are heading south, you come to the southern terminus of this foul underground lake. There's a small dock again that juts out from a stoned masonry building, but this dock is quite ruined. Its front has been ripped away in some capacity, or it looks like some of it's been, rotted away, but certainly some of it's splintered as well. And the building had a door at the end of the dock, but that's been also torn from its hinges, with a chunk of the door partly submerged and leaning against the cavern wall. South of the structure, the lakeshore gives way to a forest of fungi, massive fungi. As you come closer and closer to this edge, you can see that there is, not far away from you, a sort of stonework bridge in this massive pit on each side that kind of, or underneath of it. You can have access on each side. That leads very far down to the next level, and you can see there really is a venerable forest of mushrooms and different fungi ahead of you, and leading back over to the east.
Is that all level to us or up a hill of some sort?
It's all pretty level to you, yeah.
Okay.
Let me just roll a couple perceptione checks here. As you are kind of traveling up and along... Oh, I just rolled for Kruka by mistake. R.I.P.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's resting peacefully back at the fucking temple.
To be honest, he's having the best time out of all of us.
Dead.
Probably.
Head empty, no thought.
Not with those internal instincts. Okay, let's see. Ruff and Lump and Nick, everyone but Tulok, notices that there appears to be a ladder that leads down into the pit where this bridge is. A very big, long ladder to climb down. Nice and conveniently accessible to you. There's also a couple other masonry built buildings to the southern side. You can kind of like basically see 3 different structures, all with a single door.
Well, I see a door, and you know what I like to do to doors.
Open them.
Yes, with my boot. And Lump will step onto the shore and help.
In case you're pulling the boat up to the shore, not to the ruined dock.
Yep.
Can I do some sort of check on the fungi? Perhaps we should determine what this is before we rush towards it, Lump.
Nah.
I mean, sure, you step onto the shore and like this like fungal forest, you can see, like I said, continues to grow like farther and farther to the east. There's also signs in the area that it seems to have been recently tended, maybe. Rocks outline sections of healthy growth, and paths are clear of all, but the occasional bits of mold and fungus. There's bioluminescent moss that provides a low, even glow throughout the area. And as though intentionally cultivated for the effect, actually. And to the east, you see that bridge, gigantic iron ladder that snakes down, and it is quite dark within that chasm. Yeah, and beyond the bridge, just you can see actually another sort of structure. I'll ping there, and yeah, more and more mushrooms. So a lot going on. By all means, roll me a perception check. Or sorry, a nature check if you want.
Ruff got a 24.
Tulok got a 3.
The Ruff can tell that for the most part, these mostly seem quite harmless. In fact, they seem to be very good sources of nutritious food. And you actually spot what's called fungus wood. So you've seen before where there was this sort of mutual growth of fungus and wood together that created a nice sturdy door. And yeah, lots of luminous moss. You have no reason to think that any of this is dangerous to step into because of its what appears to be a purposeful cultivation, you think it's more for sustenance than for protection or defense.
We are on the farm.
But you don't think protection and defense at all.
Truth.
You are in the farm.
Can we do a society check of some sort?
Sure. Why don't you roll me an abomination vaults check?
Ooh, bitch.
Yeah, that works better.
Ooh, bitch. Episode title.
That's a 20.
Yeah, you despite what you might think about a farm on the surface, this is exactly the sort of farm you'd expect closer to the Darklands. Subterranean waters to cultivate, underwater or underground water life, and mushrooms, absolutely mushrooms. You've seen lots of evidence of mushrooms already, even mushroom wine from Padley most recently, who was and his cohorts were drunk on it, and also as high up as the Warped Brew Tavern.
The tavern.
In the labs. Yeah.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, this is what it means by the farm level of the Abomination Vaults to have these cultivated. What might seem the strangest is that it seems to have continuously been cared for, if not well cared for. Maybe a little sloppily, but obviously tended.
I mean, there's still people here, so that makes sense. Or creatures.
What kind of sick fucks farms mushrooms like this?
The Driders, the Drow, any
you
underground
hippies?
dwelling beings. in
Are you
particular.
against food forests, Nick?
James, roll me another Abomination Vaults lore.
Natural 20 for a 36.
Damn.
What memories serve in your brain is that there were once a plethora of deep gnomes that were in charge of tending the farm.
At one point, these were attended by deep gnomes. I wonder if they have been perverted this far deep into those children of Belcora. We should tread carefully here.
You are correct. You can have a hero point. It is the children of Belcora were once deep gnomes that were tasked with this place.
Oh,
And they, in
thank you.
fact, the thing that you wouldn't know is that when time went on too long with the absence of Belcora, they're still loyal, but they knew they were going to die. So they turned themselves into the Bog Mummies, which is where our chapter exposition for this this level, that's what that's all about. The very, very ridiculous, brutal, intentional process to do themselves, to keep on tending. They seem to have lost some of their pizzazz in their task
They can't dance for shit
over the
anymore.
centuries.
But they,
Yeah.
they mummified themselves so they could continue being servants to Belcora?
Correct.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fucked up. I'm glad we killed them.
Yeah, it is. The word specifically used in the book is they immured themselves, and immured usually means it's something is being done to you forcefully. So they didn't all choose to do it, but some of them chose to do it and made it happen, which is even more fucked up.
Gnome Town down here.
Yeah,
The
It's
longsword
messed up.
suddenly appears in Raphael's hand.
Tulok, avoiding notice, takes a step forward and opens up the door to the north, which is to that first structure we saw with the broken dock.
Yeah, the broken dock in the door, and it opens up to just like a sort of room filled with broken furniture, dusty, moldy, but nothing of particular stands out to you.
No, even with just a quick perception or search there.
Quick perception. No, you don't notice anything at all.
My perception sucks, so that means nothing.
Does anybody have survival?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I'd like to open this door if we're all amenable.
Surely, yeah. So of the three southern outbuildings or little buildings, you go for the middle one. It's a squat stone building. You get up to the door, give it a push. It opens on kind of rough hinges, and looks like it used to store wood. and some tough fungus like wood fibers, along with a bundle of axes and saws that have collected fungus along the way. Not of much use. None of them good for chopping, including the saws.
Little chop saw joke. Nice.
That's
You don't saw. You don't chop a saw. No, the voice is in my head. Pain. And Lump will quickly scoot over to avoid any more of that, and just press open the next door.
You head over to this other one, which appears to this is a sort of shed with a small hole where a lock would be. You open the door, and you can see traces of rust are in the hole, and there's a lock on the other side. It seems to have been cut through or somehow punched out. And this room is just filled with old tools, rusted axe handles and rusted heads and wooden shims, various other non-metallic materials as well. There is the shriveled corpse of a sort of fat kind of like, I want to say like almost like a bug-like creature.
Arthropod?
Arthropod, thank you. I was mixing arthropod and anthropomorphic in my head. Yeah, there's an old husk of an arthropod kind of creature, I think. Let me just double check.
What would I roll to identify it?
Sure, yeah. Roll me it's technically occultism, but I'll take nature too if you want.
I'd rather do occultism.
Sure.
That is a 16.
No, you're not sure.
Nick will try with nature. Oh, a 5. I think it's a cow.
One of those
Wait,
dark
is
cows.
it a kobold cow? It looks scaly. Tulok, this might be something you know.
Tulok, looking over their shoulder, rolls a 24.
It appears to be the remains of a long-dead rust monster. Which might explain all the rust all around.
It's the remains of a very interesting creature. A rust monster. You can see its work.
Do you happen to have any tasty lore about it?
Found in lost dungeons, deep caves, and abandoned mines, rust monsters are the bane of any adventurer who rely on armor, weapons, and other metal items. They're a pretty classic monster. We've actually covered it on Encounter This, though in 5e. And they have these where they attack with their antennas, and they cause things to rust like rapidly, basically. So, and they can sense, they can smell metal around them. So, it's very very apt that they live underground in the Darklands, finding like metallic veins and stuff. And stuff.
Nice.
Nice.
Perhaps we can check this last door and then continue across the bridge?
Okay, so you're all walking towards the bridge and heading towards the last door. Sorry, I interrupted you there, Scott. Are you going towards the chasm a bit to kind of take a boo at what's there?
Yeah, Tulok wanted to look down to see how deep it was, and then look across to see what is across the bridge.
So yeah, you're looking across the bridge, and you can see quickly as you approach. Yeah, as you come around, you see like how the cave kind of turns back up north after the bridge, and you suddenly you realize there is this massive, almost hard to see from your distance, but this massive intertwined web within the mushrooms. It covers a rather large area, going way up to the ceiling as well, which is, I think, let me just double check how high the ceiling is, because I think it's quite high in this area. It's 60 feet above the ground.
Whoa.
Here.
Been a while since we've seen a web lurker.
It's definitely been a hot minute. Good throwback, Dunk. How are you in hero points? You fishing?
No.
Do you remember the name of the web lurker? I don't know if I ever gave it to you, but if you can even tell me the first letter of its name, I'll give you a hero point.
1 in 26 chance, eh? Probably starts with an S.
Is that your final answer?
K.
No.
Catherine.
Good try, though.
With a K.
It was Kevin.
It was not Kevin. Kevin's not a web lurker, okay? Stop
we
making Kevin the
know.
bad guy.
As Lump passes behind Tulok, Tulok puts up a hand. Look, the web. Be cautious.
As your all your eyes turn towards the web to kind of focus on it, because a big ass web underground surely gives everyone pause. As you turn to look at it, Ruff, you hear behind you a rather roarous splash. And this creature comes running out of the water.
Oh, fuck.
Roll for initiative.
No.
It looks like a Pikmin enemy.
Oh no.
It looks like a joke from Futurama.
That's exactly what I was thinking, and it also kind of looks like testicles.
Who wants to describe this creature real quick?
Its chest and stomach looks like a nutsack,
Yeah.
and then it's got octopus arms and a stalk with 3 eyeballs and a weird tongue with spiky teeth and 2 toes.
It's also huge in
That
size.
would be a barbed tongue used for depositing things such as poison or egg sacs, I would hazard a guess.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's got the proportions.
This is-
Like, what's that first Dark Souls boss in the first game that fucking jumps down on you?
This
Those
is-
kinds of proportions you say.
real quick, is this a 3x3 monster here? Oof.
It sure is. It's huge in size. Yep.
Yikes.
It is very big. It just woof, out of the water. There is this like massive rush of water, and you can see at the top of its head are these 3 little like eyes that like your gut just tells you, Ruff, as you turn around. Oh shit, they were totally sticking out of the water. They were just like one of the many little bits of fungus and mushroom all around here, and you just didn't spot them. And to start this combat, it is going to use what is called Aquatic Ambush. And the requirements of that is hiding in the water and the creature hasn't been detected and is within the listed number of feet. The monster moves up to its speed, swim speed, plus 10, toward a triggering creature traveling on water and on land. Once the creature is in reach, the creature makes a strike against it. The creature is off guard to this strike. As you can imagine, Ruff, you are that creature. And it has a sweet 10-foot reach, so I'm going to move it to that position there. Looks like that's 15. Make it a little closer. Thank you. And it makes a strike. Doesn't specify which strike. Okay, so let's go with an awesome Jaws attack. 32 to hit.
Do its jaws, in fact, have 10-foot reach?
They do.
That'll hit.
In fact, that's the shortest reach that it has.
Oh no.
And you're going to take 36 points of damage.
Ooh.
And as a free action, it is going to attempt a grab on you for a 37.
That's versus my athletics DC?
Correct. Or no, sorry, your fortitude DC.
37.
Yes.
That's still well above a crit. That's a double crit.
It's a restrained.
Is it double crit? What's your fortitude?
It's just a restraint.
Oh,
It's just
22.
restraint. Yeah.
Just restraint. Okay. Okay, so you are grabbed and restrained suddenly by the jaws of this creature. Now let's get what initiative is,
Motherfucker.
because it effectively did that out of combat. If I'm reading the stat block correctly.
Does it definitely get the free action out of combat?
If it has improved grab, yes.
It has improved grab, yes. This creature is bonkers dangerous. Who's got initiative here? Lump? What do you got? You're the farthest away.
I got a 33.
33. Tulok.
33.
Okay. Nick?
Nick, feeling that drain. 20.
Okay. And Ruff, you're the closest.
Yeah, so is this thing an aberration? Fey, mutant, or undead?
It is an aberration, yes. Why?
Because I get my reaction that's not natural, which gives me a +1 to my initiative.
Oh, cool.
Do we get the +1 from rough scouting?
Were you scouting?
Yep.
Is
guess so.
that's not natural a circumstance bonus?
It is.
Then they don't stack.
They don't stack. Okay. But everyone else can get a +1, which won't make a difference at all, actually, in the initiative.
And the eyes of the cat, do they work for initiative?
In this case, I'm going to say no, because you didn't see it, and you had to rely a little bit more on your ears to react to this.
That's a 31.
Oh, 31 for your initiative. Okay. Top of the order is going to be Tulok and Lump. You can decide who goes first.
I'm going to be casting.
Things are real bad.
I'm going to be casting a creature. So Lump, if you want to get in position first, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I definitely can't trip this thing.
turn
It's too
around to
big.
this massive creature just barreling down on Ruff and grabbing him in its jaws.
Lump holding the staff will go ahead and cast a 2-action heal at Ruff with +2 to this.
Okay. Are you holding the staff?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be 64 points of healing to Ruff. And then last action is going to go ahead and chunk on up to this creature. I can get to here with 20 feet of movement, and that is my turn.
Okay. Heal. Move. Wow, big heal. Amazing. Tulok, you're up.
Tulok's eye fades to milky white. Mumbling under his breath, he casts a skeletal giant right to the south here.
Classic.
And when that creature appears, it will perform a terrifying charge.
Please. Please do.
Okay, so it charges forward and will strike out with the horns. Yucky. That's not going to hit. I'm going to burn a hero point. It strikes out with the horns. 24 to hit.
24 misses.
That's its turn.
Okay. Rough.
That's what I thought.
What do you got?
First action will be an escape check, I guess, because that's all I can do.
Whoever I was trained, yeah, you're in rough shape.
That's a 29.
29 versus my athletics DC. Nope. Afraid not.
That's about as high as I'm going to get, so get me the fuck out of here. I legitimately can't do much more than that. That was a 17 on the die, so...
Can you cast a
Ruff
spell,
is
Restrained?
probably going to die here. No. I
No.
can't.
What did you try to use to get out of it?
Acrobatics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, natural 17 failed.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was 17 and a 12 on the die, so I don't think I'm getting out of here.
This thing is
outside
just
of a natural 20.
flailing. Yeah. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god. You got 2 more actions.
Yeah, I'm looking for other options.
Hmm.
I know I'm gonna have to try again, but I legitimately thought that was gonna be fine.
Yeah,
so I
because like
didn't have another
restrained, you're off guard and immobilized. You can't. Oh, you can't use any attack or manipulate actions. Oh, damn.
option. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. So he's just gonna do 2 more acro checks. Do these have the map? I guess.
Yeah, they have the attack trait. The escape does.
Yeah. Yeah. So 29, 10, and 20. So nothing.
29, 10 and 20. No, 21,
Yeah,
15
it's not
and
taking
20.
the 15 and 20. Yeah. It doesn't
okay.
matter. It,
Yeah.
3
well,
real fails.
it kind of does because critically failed in the second one, which means you
Jane?
can't even attempt to escape until your next turn. So this
just-
third one doesn't even count.
Real quick, James, you can use an unarmed attack in place of it to break out if it's higher than your acrobatics.
Oh yeah, that's
Not
true.
by much, but yeah, I guess that's.
Oh,
what
it
I'm
is by
trying to
enough though to consider because your acrobatics is 12 and your unarmed is 16. 4 points is no joke.
Yeah, I mean we'll figure it out next round when we get there.
Yeah. What I can say is that it wouldn't have succeeded if it had you used that the whole time. It wouldn't have succeeded for this. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, even +4 to that natural 17 would not have done it. Made the difference.
Yeah, Ruff's not getting out. I'm going to start working on my backup character.
This is bad news bears.
Times must this pug die?
You don't know. It's still doable here, friends. Let's not get carried away just yet.
Yeah.
I am going to 2 actions on my turn here. Wait, let me just put initiative orders proper. Yeah. 2 actions. We are going to get some sweet tentacle attacks out. How far away is everyone?
Too far.
Maybe too far, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it's gonna, because it's kind of flailed and frenzied, it's gonna go ahead and flail a couple attacks out at Lump and the Skeletal Giant. So that's gonna be a 37 against Lump.
That's a crit.
Okay, that's 46 bludgeoning damage. It's gonna attempt its free grab on you for a 30.
A 30 will grab.
30 grabs. And the other tentacle goes to the Skeletal Giant. Not including map just yet. So that's a 37.
Double crit.
And that's 46 points of damage. Also going to attempt the free grab.
Not dead yet, though.
39. Free grab. Actually going to go restrained on that one. Of course. And that's 2 actions. Third action, it is going to... oh, shoot. Believe it or not, this might sound like a stupid move on my part, but I'm actually going to release Ruff from the grab, and it's going to shoot its tongue out instead. I don't feel like I can do both. So, restrained and immobilized, gone, and tongue at, let's see, it's either going to be Nick or Tulok. It's got a 30-foot reach. It's going to be Tulok. Tulok, this barbed tongue comes shooting out at you, but it's going to be a map -10, though. Or map -8 in this case. That's a natural 20.
You fuck.
Oh, no. And that's going to be 48 points of damage.
Jesus Christ, Kate.
And because this tongue is barbed, you automatically become grabbed without me even trying.
Shout out James for getting that right.
The creature isn't immobilized, but it can move beyond the reach of the. It can't move beyond the reach of the frog hemoth's tongue. That's right. This is a frog hemoth. Also discussed in the counter this in 5e at one point. A creature can sever the tongue if they choose to try and attack it. But yeah, you take a boatload of damage and are suddenly grabbed as well. That's all of its actions. Nick.
Okay.
Things are going bad. This tongue just shot over your head and hit Tulok, but Ruff is suddenly free, for better or for worse.
Probably worse.
Holy crap.
So for just a little bit metagamey, a little bit, I'm not too sure about the mechanics. If I were to have a ranged weapon, would I be able to aim specifically at what appears to be the glowing weak spot at the eyes of the thing?
You have no reason to think it's a glowing weak spot. You have actually, if anything, you think it's just its eyes. So there is as much a weak spot as eyes go. But yeah, if you're looking at like, I want to target a specific limb, it's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't have an eye thing to aim at. Okay. Well,
No, yeah, there are certain mechanics in the game for that. I think that you can invest in through feats and spells and stuff. But in this case, you know you can attack the tongue for sure. I've given you that information. I'd have to double check the tentacles, but I don't think it's listed here. but
Well,
I
seeing
can
the
allow it
reach
to.
of the jaws and the tentacles and the tongue, it seems like a pretty fucking moot point to want to go range. So he's just going to run right up to it, take a stride to the north of, to the east of it, and stab upwards at the tongue.
You're aiming for the tongue specifically?
Yes.
Okay, that matters. Go for it.
Natural 1. Let's fucking hero point that. 36.
36 will hit.
15 piercing.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna. Here's what I'm going to allow. I'm going to allow it to take 15 damage, but it does not sever the tongue. I can tell you more about that later.
Slashing.
Could be slashing.
Yep.
Yeah. But this is such a ridiculous fight. I'm gonna lend you a hand here.
Okay, and seeing how ineffective it is to stab a muscle like that, he's going to take another swing, map -5 at the body, map -4,
Okay.
since it's a sweep.
Do you have yourself an advantageous assault or anything?
No, it's got to be grabbed
Be off
or
guard?
restrained or something. Yeah,
Okay.
Prone.
one of those.
Okay.
And 19 to hit is probably not going to do it.
It does not. No.
Gross.
Oh, we're looking rough. Okay, that's you.
Yeah.
Stride, attack, lump. Work your magic if you can. You're grabbed.
What the fuck do you mean work your magic?
God.
you are
You're
really
spellcaster.
high. Yeah, I am grabbed. I now have a DC 5 flat check. All right, first action, attempt to break out of the grab.
Okay.
Plus 19. That is a 24 with a 5 on the die. That will not do it.
It's actually
you know what?
technically a critical fail.
Cool, I can't have any more. No, it's only for restraint
No
that
more.
matters.
Oh, restrained. Okay, thank you.
I think. I could be wrong.
No,
Double
the
check
escape. No, the escape critical fail is you can't do it anymore for the rest of your turn.
I can't escape anymore, or I can't
You
do
don't get
anything
free,
else?
and you can't attempt escape again until your next turn.
That's cool. I'm going to go ahead and roll that DC 5 flat check. 13 on the die, and I'm going
Yep.
to cast Blood Spray Curse. Go ahead and give me a Fortitude save. I'm
Fortitude
sure you
save
will crit save
incoming.
the fuck out of this.
No. I didn't crit save, but I rolled a natural 2 for 26.
That is a success, but for 1 minute, the first time each round that target takes at least 10 piercing or slashing damage from a single strike, it takes additional 2d6 damage of the same type.
Okay. Keep me honest on it.
Well, I will. And that is my turn.
Oh, you will. Okay. Tulok,
Holy shit.
did your skeletal giant take the damage it was supposed to? I don't think it did.
Yeah. It is 4 hit points.
4 hit points left. What do you got?
Tulok will sustain the spell. Fuck. Nothing is good. I'll say that.
Not good. Not good at all.
Okay, Tulok is going to sustain the spell. Then is going to do a... I'm just trying to decide if this thing is going to hurt me again, holding me with the tongue. Okay, I have to pull out a healing potion. I have to use it.
Oh, yeah, you're nearly dead, aren't you?
Yeah.
So pulling out... hold on, you are grabbed,
I'm
which means doing in a minute...
Yeah, wait. Am I grabbed or restrained?
You're grabbed,
Grabbed,
but
okay.
because you're grabbed, you still have to roll a flat check to do a manipulate action, which would be to drink this potion.
Okay, what is it?
DC 5 flat check.
Okay, perfect. 16.
All right, you're drinking a moderate potion.
Moderate for 23
Okay, that's 2 of your actions.
and sustain. So pull the potion, drink the potion, sustain the spell, and then the skeletal giant is restrained. Will
But
roll.
it can attack. Oh no, it can't attack. Can it?
Cannot attack. Rolls a 15.
It'll cross its fingers for a natural 20 if that will even work.
So still restrained. Is that a crit fail?
Sure is. Yeah, that one actually is a double crit fail.
That's his turn then.
Rough.
First 2 actions, he starts muttering some words in a language probably long dead and does a backflip in place, and another rough appears. And he does this 2 more times until there are 4 roughs in total as he uses his first 2 actions to cast Mirror Image.
Amazing.
I'm seeing double. 2
2 shooties, 3 shooties. Oh my god.
Final action, he'd like to do a recall knowledge, please.
That is going to be occultism.
Yeah, all right. 25.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, I'm not going to hero point that. Okay, that's his turn.
And this creature spends 2 actions retracting its tongue.
Oh no.
I'm going to roll an athletics check against your fortitude DC.
Oh boy.
And on a success, I pull you into an adjacent space. And if I critically succeed, I also make a bite attack against you after the pull for free. What's your fortitude DC?
20.
I rolled a 42.
Yeah, this fight is dumb. I love it.
It sure is. And you are pulled in. A Jaws attack hits you for a 35.
Crit.
Hits you for 56 damage.
That's all of my health points right now.
So you go down to dead and dying.
2.
You are pulled in, and its final action
Swallow.
is
Don't say it.
to swallow you whole.
Fuck
yeah.
you. Barn.
Yikes.
And that's where we're going to call it.
No!
So I got to look up swallow whole rules again.
Yikes.
Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.